Hello everyone, my name is Carl Masson and this is my third video, and today is February 26th, and this video take me time to do it is because I want to get a good amount of information to find out what has been going on February 7th and the plans that the US has in Haiti up to that point. There are three things that I'm going to talk about. The first thing is that what was supposed to take place on February 7th. However, whatever is happening that day is not happening because everybody was supposed to leave power and have a new group coming in, a new political group to come and take over and do the best they can to do election, and then taking care of things where the CPT and the illegitimate prime minister left. So as usual, the U.S. always gonna be on the evaluation of everything. So now the illegitimate prime minister, actually he's not a new illegitimate prime minister. He's been a prime minister for almost for a year and few months, and he hasn't done nothing during that year and few months he was in power, just like any other prime ministers before him. And yeah, so now he's gonna be in serious trouble right now because not only that he's illegitimate, but his legitimacy is double because ever since the president has been assassinated, there is no real government in Haiti up to that point. So whatever has been going on with him right now and the contract that he signed, but I heard that he signed a 50-year contract with the United States when actually he's fired from his position and he has no power, no legitimacy to do such things. Even the CPT who put him in power do not have power and legitimacy to do that because everything is been suspended ever since the assassination of the president. So whatever they've been doing right now, and the illegitimate prime minister has been under a lot of scrutiny because those who challenge him, they say that he's not in power, he is fired from his position, and he also has no right to fire other ministers in position because if someone is fired, why he or she going to want to fire other people when actually he doesn't have power anymore? He should be gone, long gone. But because of the U.S. and keep him in power, and though some of those wonder if the Haiti happened to be like a state of the United States, because what they've been doing with the illegitimate prime minister right now is like he turned him into some kind of mayor or governor, even though he's an American. So that's obvious. But I remember last year there was a former senator. He was a singer, and he heard the news that Haiti and Dominican Republic is going to turn into United States island. But that's something that they've been keeping out of the mainstream media, and even the government doesn't sit in about it, especially Trump. But he goes around and said that he's naming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of USA, but he doesn't sit in about that Haiti and Dominican Republic is going to be USA island, where they're gonna have the Secretary of State Marco Rubio is going to be the one to control that. That's what I heard about the news. Who knows? I don't know. So let's get back to the Prime Minister. Yes, he took a lot of money from the U.S. The audience say once you take the money from the devil, you're going to have to deliver. He thought that taking the money and then they're not going to let him to do things that it's impossible for them to do. Of course. So now the U.S. is asking him to go after the brigades and also going after the police commissioner in the south who's been keeping the gangs out, and this one is going to be the toughest one. But as for the brigades, there is one particular brigade that he's been asked to go after. It's from a place called Canapevet, and it has been reported that most of those who are doing the brigade happen to be police officers. They are just protecting the territory, I mean like the neighborhoods, from falling down under the hands of gangs. But there is one, this particular brigade they want to get rid of is because he's a higher ranking police officer, based on the news that he's been taking money from the government and also weapon. But they always say that if you're taking money from the government, that means the government owns you. So that's the problem that he found himself in too. But he was working to protect. He was working for the government to protect certain neighborhoods. But get rid of him right now is going to be impossible because the illegitimate prime minister asked him to drop his weapon. I don't think it's going to be that easy. And let's see how this is going to turn out, because the illegitimate prime minister is supposed to take action since February 19. That was the day that he should have to go after a lot of people. But based on what has been going on so far, it looks like he's been trapped with everything. But going after the police commissioner in the south, Muscadet, or this one is going to be very interesting, because the people there said that they defy him to come in to do something about that. And this is not the first time that they've been trying to fire the police commissioner in the south. This is more like probably like the 5th or 6th attempt. Who knows? I don't remember. A lot of since the assassination of the president up to now, they can have been fired him because he's not working for the government. He's rather working for the people. So that's why it's going to be tough for any government to come here to do that. So let's find out who is behind all of this decision. Is the Blackwater. The founder of Blackwater is in Haiti with the help of the U.S., using the illegitimate prime minister as a proxy to go after this particular police officer in Canapevet, to ask him to drop his weapon. Why the Blackwater founder has been doing that is because there's one that find out that the police officers who are doing brigades along with the police commissioner in Miagwan, they become some sort of personal interest, economic interest for him. That means Blackwater want to take them out of the way so that they can gain control all over Haiti, even the south and the north. So that's the plan. And let's see how this thing is going to turn out, because if the prime minister is going to do something about that, he's going to have a big problem, because at the end of the day, what about the other police officers who is protecting the government? It's going to be tough for them to go after police officers like them, but they're not even under disobedience, but they're just protecting the neighborhood from falling down under the hands of gangs. So this is where things is going to be right now, because at the end of the day, who knows what's going to happen in the next upcoming days, weeks, or months in Haiti, because the U.S. is not going to give up. Blackwater is not going to give up. They just want affirmative action against that. So let's see how things go to turn out in the future on that. I'm just keep on listening to news in Haiti and abroad to get to find out what's really happening right now with this situation. The second thing that I want to talk about is Guy Philippe, and what other things that they have not been reported about, not from the media in Haiti, but also in the U.S. And what happened a few days before February 7? Let's find out what happened. The news come out from somebody closer to Guy Philippe, saying that the illegitimate prime minister call Guy Philippe and asking him for help because he doesn't want to be overthrown by the CPT. He even offered Guy Philippe a position. Guy Philippe refused. He did say that he's not here for this government. He doesn't recognize it. He only works for the people. Oh, it's happened before. It's not the first time that happened. Back in 2004, when Aristide was on the brink of losing power, he reached out to Guy Philippe, and Guy Philippe said to him exactly the same thing that he said to the illegitimate prime minister. He's not here for Aristide, for the government. He only here for the people. But during that time, he was being betrayed. The things that he went after, that's not what happened. He didn't realize that there were other plans for Haiti. Like I said before, if he knew that there was a plot to destroy Haiti in 2004, he will never go to do that. So that's why he still be held responsible and accountable for happening in 2004. But a man like this, I don't know exactly why the United States sent the illegitimate prime minister to ask him to train him, when actually he already said it many times. He's not here for the United States. He's not here for the West. He despises them. They're using him, and he doesn't want to be used anymore. So he's done with them, completely done with them. So there's no turning back on that. They should get back into the thick skull of theirs, because the man is very serious about it. Leave him alone. He's been used. He's been manipulated. Leave him alone. So that's the news that they try to keep secret. And whoever report the news, I'm gonna hope that nothing is happening to that person, because he's one of the few people that they've been trying to assassinate in the country. But spread the news like this, and then they try, and the illegitimate government in the U.S. try to keep this in secret. Whew, that's a big one. I don't know what to say about that. Yes, so let's find out what was supposed to happen in February 7. Let me ask you all of you a question. When a revolution happening, does it have a date for any revolution? I don't think so. When Trump was going to invade Venezuela and kidnap the Venezuelan president to hold him for ransom, did he ever say that he was going to kidnap him on January 3rd? He only simply said that the date is near, without any specification when it's going to happen, what time it's going to happen. But Guy Philippe said that the revolution is on the move. He never said there's no specific date for it. It's a revolution. When people are ready, then they're gonna go and do as usual. You know, taking control on one day, and then people waking up and find out that, oh shoot, revolution is already happening. But on February 7th, some of those who were supposed to help him, saying that they thought that he was going to come that day. No, he never said that. He said that prior, that a few days prior, even a week prior, that the sooner they take control, the better. Before February 7th, that's what he said. However, he's been betrayed again by very few of those who thought that he's gonna come into the capital, start revolution on that day. No, that's not what's supposed to happen. What was supposed to happen that day is to get rid of this government and have some new people coming in, and the country cannot just keep on going with those that is in power, especially those that have been in power since 2004 up to that point. They've been spoiled, they've been indoctrinated. There is nothing you can do about them. Imagine that if you have a spoiled food, what would you do with that spoiled food? You're going to keep that spoiled food with you? I don't think so. You have to throw that spoiled food away. Otherwise, it's going to, upset your appetite, upset your health. So that's what happened. That's what should have happened. Everybody's supposed to leave, but they're not going to leave anyway. So maybe the same thing that happened in Burkina Faso should be happening in Haiti, because when Burkina Faso was doing a revolution, what they do first, they never say that they're going to do that day. They just wake up one day and say they have enough with everything. They just get rid of the government. That's it. That's all. And the revolution is still happening because there are those. I'm surprised about that. The betray Guy Philippe, because they just given to the United States. Maybe desperation might be one of them. Who knows? And they asked him to sign a contract, but they cannot even sign a contract because that's the thing. The Guy Philippe always saying that don't deal with these people. Nothing good comes out of it. I'm surprised that they just try to deal with this government because nothing is new about this government. It's the same people that has been there, especially from up to 2004 up to that point. So it's just like, they come in, these group going out, and it just replaced by this group, just like a team. Everybody just switching, but that doesn't mean there is a difference. It's just like switching players in the same team, and there is not. That's it. That's all. So. Yeah, and I'm surprised about some of those people because I thought they were there to do something about the problem, but they just joined the club. So that's why some Haitians say that some of these people from the government, they don't know exactly what it is. They don't really have a real stand because they are to the right, to the left, to the front, to the middle, they are everywhere. They don't really have a fixed position and stand with that position. Just like Guy Philippe, just like the police commissioner in Miragwan, they just have one stand and they just do everything according to that stance. But when you be careful to those who always be everywhere into a situation, because people like this, nothing good come out of what they do because they don't know what they're doing. Maybe it could be desperation. It could be who knows. Yes, so that's it for now. And I wish I could give you more details about those things because it's gonna take more than half an hour to do that because the phone that I'm using is not allowed me to do that because it's a very old technology that I'm using right now. It doesn't have that much space on it, and I wish I could just go further with that. So I'm just simplifying what has been going on within the past weeks in Haiti. So just keep a heads up to the next video, hopefully. Thank you very much.